Intel's 11th gen desktop chips, better known as Rocket Lake S, have launched with the flagship Core i9 11900K, sporting 8 cores, 2 less than the last gen, boosted clock speeds of up to 5.3 gigahertz, support for DDR4 RAM at 3200 megahertz, a total of 20 PCIe 4.0 lanes, and backwards compatibility with Intel's 400 series chipsets. So, basically, faster speeds, but fewer cores, quoting The Verge. Eagle-eyed Intel fans might notice that the new chip is, on paper, actually a downgrade from last year's top model, the Core i9 10900K, which offered 10 cores and 20 threads, and a similar boosted clock speed of 5.3 gigahertz. That's because Intel is debuting a new desktop core architecture for the first time in over half a decade with its 11th gen Rocket Lake S chips called Cypress Cove. Cypress Cove finally replaces the Skylake microarchitecture, which the company has been using since its 6th gen chips in 2015. But the Cypress Cove design isn't actually a whole new microarchitecture. It's actually Intel's Willow Cove chip designs and technologies that the company has been using on its 11th gen 10 nanometer Tiger Lake chips, which Intel is backporting to its 14 nanometer production process. Since those designs were meant for 10 nanometer chips, though, Intel is limited in the number of cores it can fit when scaling them up to a 14 nanometer size, hence the reduction in core count year over year. But Intel still says that the new chips will offer better performance, at least in some cases, than the 10th gen, with the core architecture enabling up to 19% IPC instructions per cycle than the previous generation. Intel's argument here is effectively that sheer core count isn't enough on its own. Frequency, speed, and performance matters too, and thanks to the maturity of the 14 nanometer production process, Intel is very good at cranking out every last drop of performance from these chips, end quote. In other words, paraphrasing Chaim Gartenberg, who I was just quoting from, the best parts of Intel's 14 nanometer process with its 10 nanometer designs.